Ladies and gents, thank you for joining me for another weekend warm-up reaction on this channel. So today I want to react to a band that's called AGALLOCH. Now let's begin with the band name meaning. So AGALLOCH refers to the soft resinous wood of the agar wood tree. It is a highly aromatic and used as incense or perfume in many Asian cultures. So the band formed in 1998 and disbanded in 2016. So as of today they are disbanded and they don't play anymore. They might have a reunion. You never know in the future. However, it seems they have reunited in 2023 for some live performances. The band comes from the US, more specifically from Portland, Oregon, and they play like a melange of genres: atmospheric black metal, doom metal, folk metal, and post metal. Their most famous albums are The Mantle, released in 2022, and that was their second album, and their third album, Ashes Against the Grain, released in 2006. And for today's reaction, I have picked the song Not Unlike the Waves from their third aforementioned full-length album, Ashes Against the Grain. Not Unlike the Waves is track number 5 on the album. I wanted to react to Limbs, the opener, and or Falling Snow, the second track, but then I was researching and it seems most of the reviewers and people commenting said that Not Unlike the Waves is the highlight song from this album. So let me know in the comments below which are your favorite AGALLOCH songs from Ashes Against the Grain or in general. Before we dive into the reaction, I just want to note that I've heard some music from the band, from The Mantle, from the album, their most famous album, The Mantle, in the past. However, I don't remember anything. I vaguely remember the genre they were playing. It was slower paced, atmospheric, doomy. It came to me like a lot of doom metal with some folk influences. That's what I remember, but I don't remember any specific song. I don't really remember the vocals that much, but I know this is a cult band, a very famous band. They have a lot of fans online and highly rated albums, so I want to give them another chance. I want to see why they are famous, and hopefully I want to get into them more and add some of their songs to the playlist. As for the band lineup, we had back then on Ashes Against the Grain, John Hogan on guitars and vocals, Don Anderson on guitars and vocals, Chris Green on drums, and Jason William Walton on bass. So let's not delay and let's dive into Not Unlike the Waves by AGALLOCH. Ready? Let's do this. Interesting. I think I hear the waves. Not unlike the waves, they have like the sea waves sound effect. And playing some arpeggios and letting the strings ring, I guess that's what I hear. Probably playing 4 strings or 3 strings. Another guitar playing some palm muted notes. Guess they're playing an open E power chord, but they're tuned down as far as I hear. Or a 7 string. This is one thing I remember from when I went through the Mantle album, is that the riffs and those sections, they repeat a lot. It's not bad if that riff or something is really amazing, then yeah, you don't want to listen to it over and over again. But sometimes it gets like a bit too much. Like the song drags. Like this song is 9 minutes. We'll see. I mean, we're still at the beginning, but the song drags and it's just the same thing over and over again. That's one thing which maybe, yeah, didn't get me so excited. But let's continue. I mean, the riff is nice, not bad. It's heavy, heavier than I was expecting. So it's cool. Let's continue. They changed the riff a bit, added a few notes, and the third chord. It's a classical guitar. That's an interesting chord. Sounds to me like, just the first thing that comes to my mind is like some druidic chants, like from the like the druids of Ireland, of old Ireland, or something like that, like something related to the forest, something spiritual. Yeah, but something more from that region of Ireland, like reminds me of the druids. I'm not sure if that's the sound they were going for, but this is what it reminds me, and this is really nice, original. You don't hear a lot of bands doing that, at least I haven't heard. Double bass. Let's check the lyrics. So, Aurora swims in the ether. Emerald fire scars the night sky. Solstafir. I know that this word. What does it mean? Is it from Norse mythology? Is an Icelandic post... Okay, no, that's the band. Let's see. It's an Icelandic word meaning crepuscular rays or sunbeams. Yeah, so I was kind of right. It's from the Norse, or I'm not sure if, yeah, Iceland is like Norse, I guess, or Nordic or something. Okay. Amber streams from Sol are not unlike the waves of the sea, nor the endless horizon of ice. Solstafir. Seems like they're talking about like nature, the sunbeams, if Solstafir. The aurora swims in the ether, maybe the aurora, the northern lights in that part of the world, northern Europe. Amber streams from Sol, and not unlike the waves of the sea, nor the endless horizon of ice. Okay, let's continue. Solstafir. two guitars are playing guitar harmonies. Each guitar is playing a different note, but they fit well together. Aurora swims in the ether, emerald fire scars the night. This part is really nice. I think they're in the same key all the time. Nice palm muted lick. So it seems they're always adding on top of it some licks, instrumentation. Hadron bleeds the golden nectar for the rising sun and the moon. The midnight wolves watch over the dawn, the golden dawn. Who's Hadron? A mythical goat in Norse mythology, living atop of Valhalla. So it's obviously inspired by Norse mythology. It's like a 4 or 5 chord song. I don't like the growl, this type of growl, to be honest. I guess it fits the atmosphere, but it's just not my thing. That's going back to the beginning, that riff, when the heavy riff kicked in. Just 2 chords. And maybe now they add a chord. Yeah. It's cool. Nothing too special, but... And the background, clean electric guitar riff, lick. They always add elements into this repetitive formula of the song. Interesting. Well, what do I think of it? It has quality. It's a style which seems a lot of people like. Um, it's just not my thing. It has some nice parts like that riff, the atmosphere. Those classical guitars were nice. I didn't like the vocals at all. I only liked the let me call them the druidic chants. Those were really cool. Yeah, it made me feel like I'm in a in a forest, chanting with a cult or something. That was really cool. That was the highlight of the song, those classical guitars, but it's too repetitive for me. I can see why some people like it. It has a certain mood, ethereal mood, or like a nature mood, or something like a spiritual maybe vibe, which some people really like. And I like that vibe as well. It's just the music itself, it's not what I would listen to. So I'm afraid this will not make the playlist, but I enjoyed listening to it. I would be interested to know which other songs you would recommend me to listen to from AGALLOCH. For now, because as I said, I listened to The Mantle before, and I remember I got similar vibes from that album. Like people, I read that people love it a lot, but still, I just didn't feel it. And maybe it's just not for me, which is okay. Not every genre and every band can be for everyone. That's normal, but maybe because even from my experience, there are bands which I don't really listen to, but sometimes I find really great tracks which I like, a few ones. So maybe there is a track from AGALLOCH I would really enjoy. I just need to find it. So let me know in the comments below which songs would you recommend and which albums. And if you're enjoying my content, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell to receive the notifications. And I'll see you in the next one.